We are getting dirty today, guys, with this trencher. We're gonna be trenching for utilities for the outbuilding project as well as internet for my house. This is a trencher that I'm renting right now. It has a 2-foot boom on it, so I can go 2 feet down on the ground. It's only a 4-hour rental, so I need to get moving on this, but first let me quick explain to you what we're doing. This is the outside wall of the outbuilding, which faces the house. If you guys have been following the videos, you know that I'm working on getting the outbuilding, the floor in there cemented. I need to put a sweep in there. I need to daylight in some conduit, so later next year or whenever down the road that I'm going to have the utilities put in, electric and water, that there's piping already in there going up through the floor into the cement, because we're not going to be able to easily do that later after we pour the concrete. The boom on that trencher is only 24 inches, 2 feet, so I can only go 2 feet down. For water in this area, we definitely want to have the pipe 4 feet down, otherwise we're gonna have issues with freezing. The rental store doesn't have a 4-foot trencher, so I'm just gonna do the best I can right now and hope that down the road when the plumber comes in to do the water lines, that he could take the trench I dig for the water down another 2 feet, but still use the sweep that we put in there. I don't know if that's gonna work, but it's the best I can do right now. And right here is gonna be where the trench line is for internet, going right up to my house. And this is the 180-degree view to the rear. We're just gonna take that all the way out to the fence line. In fact, I'll probably start at the fence and work this way. It's about 250 feet that way. Once I get that trench dug, I'm gonna put in the PVC conduit line to run the cable. From out by the fence line, there's gonna be a microwave transceiver, and it'll go all the way to my house where I can have a Wi-Fi router. Ever since I've lived here, I've been using a mobile hotspot for my internet. I don't have real internet here. So doing video production work, uploading to YouTube, has been kind of a challenge. I've had to always go off-site for that to upload videos or download raw files. It's gonna be so nice not to have to do that anymore, and I can just use the internet at home. It's time to get cranking on this. Well, this is certainly not the straightest line you've ever seen trenched, but it's not bad. I had to snake it. I forgot that I have to attach the transceiver to something more solid than a T-post. So I had to attach it to this wood post. I thought my line was gonna be straight to the fence this way, but the wood post is over here, but it's too far over this way for me to go straight back from the wood post because I go right in the center of my house. So I had to snake over this way and then come back. And then I got a little off course here at the end trying to go around this tree. I had to snake around, then I went too far, so I had to come back, but it'll all work out. The plastic is bendy, so it'll flex right around these curves. All in all, that wasn't bad. That probably took, I don't know, about 20 minutes to do the 250 feet. That's including me stopping, changing the camera angle, and me being an inexperienced operator. I've never used one of those before, so it's pretty cool how much ground you can cover in such a short amount of time with that thing. All right, now for the part I'm a little bit nervous about, and that's doing the trenching right by the outbuilding. While I'm getting the trenching machine set up for this next dig, here's a quick update on what's been going on in the outbuilding. As you can see, we finally got all the non-organic stuff that has been stored in the outbuilding out. So we just have all this hay left, which is going to be the worst of it. We got to get all this, we got to get the floor scraped, all these bales out and dumped. And we're wearing our personal protection equipment today because of the mold spores So we had a 55-gallon drum here, and you can see like this is moldy hay under here. So when we lift all this hay up off the ground, it's gonna be emitting a lot of spores. So we're taking the necessary precautions today. So lots of really good progress there. It's been a lot of work, but I expect the inside to be completely cleaned out by tomorrow, and then we can start the next phase, which is getting those pipes in, and then the gravel, compacting the gravel, and then cement. Oh, and just so you guys know, because I know I'm gonna get some comments on it, about having the utilities marked, having somebody come out and spray paint. I've done that. I know exactly where they are. They don't come right through here. They come further out over that way, so we're completely fine. We're not gonna hit any utilities, but thank you for that concern. I just picked up 25 10-foot long sections of electrical PVC conduit. One end is bell-shaped and one end is regular. These will just slide right in to each other like that. If I was doing this 100% the correct way, I would get the PVC cement and actually glue the ends together, or that spray adhesive stuff. However, I don't really think that's necessary. Once they're stuck in there and buried in the ground, I don't think it's going anywhere. I also have pulling line, so this is gonna be fed through each piece of PVC with, I'm gonna tie like a nut or a washer on the end of it so we can pull the string through. When the technician gets here, he can just tie this rope to the cable and pull it through the 250 feet of conduit. PVC cutters in case one of the pieces is too long at the end. And then we have our 90-degree sweeps that will go on either end of the conduit. So it'll stick up out of the ground like that, and then the cable will come up through to the house on one end and transceiver to the other end. Into a little bit of issue with using this line because it's kind of bunched up and springy, and this nut on there is not really enough weight to pull it, so it just kind of hangs up in there. So I found this line. This is called Mason line. This is something I bought for fencing, developing a straight line for fencing. I've also seen this used in construction for finding level, but this right through, and this is what I'm looking for. So we're gonna go with this. Here we are, guys, in the home stretch. Let me show you what's going on now. I got the conduit laid all the way from the house all the way up to here on my last piece of PVC, but it's too long. There's too much overlap. You can see there's probably a good 18 to 20 inches of overlap here. That's where these guys come into play. So I'm just gonna cut the excess off with these PVC cutters. Though tedious, that went rather smoothly. Now it's time to bury the line. Line is buried. I got that finished. There's some other good news as well. Bam, look at that. The outbuilding is cleared. I'm excited that all this is coming together. It's been a lot of hard work getting it there, but we're getting there. And hopefully I'm gonna have internet soon for my house. Homestead success. Now I just need to feed some hungry animals while there's still some daylight left.